recorded tonight. So for those of you that cannot get to all your teams, or your teams are tied up this evening, please share this recording with them. It'll be posted after 9 o'clock tonight. I want to thank you all for joining us. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Laurie Court, and I am a platinum leader with Live Elite International. Absolutely adore this company, the founders, the corporate team, our leaders. You know, I think that we're very, very lucky in this company to have such approachable people at the top. And so with that, you know, a big shout out to them. Right now it is 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 Mountain, and 5:30 Pacific. And some of you that are coming in from other parts of the world, I don't know what time it is, but welcome anyway. I do want to extend an apology for the mix-up today for the noon training. I take responsibility for that. I was unaware of it. However, it's also my fault for not reading the messages more carefully and noticing that we were supposed to be on at noon. So I do apologize for those of you that took some time to try to jump on and didn't find anybody there. So we're going to make this one extra special tonight, and I hope that you understand that sometimes those things just happen. I do also want to send out some very special recognitions tonight. First of all, who was on the Africa events this weekend? That was incredible. Oh my gosh, there was so much energy and so much fire in those events. South Africa on Friday, they brought it. No question about it. I have never heard Alton more on fire. Our team leaders, the corporate team, just everybody was just spot on. And I wasn't able to get on Saturday except for a few minutes. However, from the messages in the thread, it sounded like that was just as good, if not better. So shout out to South Africa and West Africa for just bringing it. I'm really, really proud of you guys. And it's clear that you guys are in momentum over there. You're doing it right. You're talking to people. You're taking action. That's what it takes. Like, there's no question about it. When you decide to build this business, that's what it takes. And I'm super proud of all of you. And then I also want to give a massive shout out to somebody that I don't see on this call. However, he deserves for us to be loud enough for him to hear it all around the world over in Thailand. A big, huge congratulations to Sinop. I hope I'm saying that right. Sinop from Thailand, for being the #1 recruiter in Live Elite last week and winning that incentive. So we need to at least show our appreciation. I'm going to post the recording, and I so hope that he gets a chance to hear us, see us, kind of celebrating him and his efforts. So thanks, guys, for sharing me with that. You know, that is a really special thing to win, and it means that you're taking it seriously, and also you're helping other people, and that is so, so important. So thanks for that. I also want to say, like, who's not excited about the momentum that we see? There is so much happening that it's even hard to keep up with, and I love it. I love it. I love it. And so, just a reminder, guys, a little bit of sort of the housekeeping, if you will. Remember that we still have this week for the 2 incentives that corporate has extended to us in terms of $50 off all packages. Guys, that's a big deal. In some cases, that'll make or break somebody's decision, especially when money comes to the tip of their tongue for an objection. And we hear that, right? We all know that $250 or $500 or even $1,800 isn't a lot to start a business. However, for people that have big dreams, it doesn't always mean they have big bank accounts. And so sometimes that $50 can really help them. So please make sure you're sharing that message. And then this is also the last week to work and have your efforts have you be named the #1 recruiter for the last and final week for these incentives. So I'm super excited about that. And then also, who saw the Thanksgiving promo, the Give Back promo with the Awaken? Guys, if you haven't seen it, you need to go check your emails. Starting November 4th, Live Elite will be giving, with every 3 bottles purchased of Awaken, you will get 1 free. Every 3 bottles, you'll get 1 free. So for all of the people who you know can use this product, and we know right now, for me personally, I saw results almost immediately when I started using Awaken. And when I forget to take Awaken, I also see the results of that almost immediately. So we do know it can help people. For those of you that know it can help people, and maybe those people you haven't reached out to, perhaps they're in your family, that would be an amazing Christmas gift. Don't be afraid to give our products as gifts. It's a great way to expose them. It's a great way, I mean, obviously helps your team as well. However, what it does is get the product into the marketplace, and that's how people know that they love it, is by using it. So I'm excited about that promotion as well. So we have some special guys here with you tonight that are going to share just a bunch of things. Everybody hopefully has a pen and a piece of paper handy. And the first gentleman that I'm going to bring to the table for you, who's going to talk about maybe what is the most important factor when you get somebody enrolled, when you have a partner join you. The most important factor is to help them do one thing. And if you haven't done it yourself, this is also going to be very, very beneficial to you. However, I think we sometimes forget that people don't need to know every single thing just to open their mouth and share. However, they feel like they do. It's natural. We're taught that we should be educated on things. We should, think before we speak, all that kind of stuff. However, this business is also a business of emotion. And so what I'd like to do is introduce you to a young man who actually introduced this industry to me. And I have seen in him over the last 7 years more growth than I could have ever expected, all due to this industry. His goal setting, his articulation, his public speaking, his motivation, his work ethic, all of those things have been impacted by this industry. And I will tell you that I was a big proponent for the education route, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago when my kids were just coming up to that. And I love education, and I still think there's great advantage there. However, I can honestly say that what this boy learned in the 7 years in this industry probably is 10 times what he learned in college. And I just believe that the relatability of what we do here and what we need to do in the outside world as people and as business people is incredibly important. So I am proud of him. I am related to him. I am really, really thrilled for you to hear from him. He is heading up this millennial movement, and he's seeing a whole bunch of millennials get excited and bring other people in. And so with that, I'd like to introduce to you my son, Mr. Tom Court.
Hello. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. I apologize if I cough. I've been battling a cold this week. However, I have about 5 to 7 minutes to share my time with you guys, and you guys share your time with me. And I greatly appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to really spend with us, to really learn something. Either it's new or it's something that you've probably heard before, but maybe it just clicks with someone new, and that's 100% okay. As my mom alluded to, as Laurie alluded to, I've been in this industry for 7 years. I've seen a lot of ups. I've seen a lot of downs. And one thing I've really realized and I've really come to terms with is the fact of how important it is to help the newest person get started. You see, a lot of us are good at recruiting. A lot of us can go out there and network and talk and understand the products and understand and lead with the opportunity and get someone fired up about their goals and their dreams and their desires. And then they get in. And then what's the next step? What is it exactly that we do? And what you run into and what I've ran into, and I'm just talking personal experience, is that some of the new recruits get paralysis analysis. Simply meaning that they want to know everything about anything before they go out there and they talk to their very first prospect, or they go out there and they talk to their mom or dad or aunt or uncle or parents or so on and so forth. And what I've realized is, number one, that's okay. It's okay to know about some of the products. It's okay to know some information before diving head first. However, to get someone motivated enough to go out there and do the peak, do the edify, and do the pass before jumping into this paralysis analysis is getting them fired up about their goals, getting them fired up about their dreams, understanding who they are and why they joined the business in the first place. You see, when someone people don't do what you do, people don't do what you say, they do what you do, right? So if you follow the same format of chasing your dreams because of your why, those people, your brand new prospects, are going to do the exact same thing. You know, I will be the first person on this call to testify. I do not know everything about these products, and I couldn't break down the whole compensation plan word for word, step by step to you. However, what I can do is break it down enough to understand that A and B equals C, meaning you talk to so many people, it will reach your dreams, it will reach your goals, it will reach your why. So what I've started to realize and what I've started to implement, and shout out to, again, all of you guys on this call, is the fact that when you lead with opportunity, you find more prospects that want the opportunity, that are hungry for that opportunity, that are hungry for their goals. And if you lead with products, you find more people that are just going to be customers, and that's amazing. We love customers. We have amazing products, and that's 100% okay. However, if you're trying to build a business, you're trying to build a multi-million-dollar business, or whatever your goals for you may be, you need people to push products. And the more products you push, the more money you make. So wouldn't it make sense that we would want to find more people to push more products? Yes. So I have about 2 more minutes, and ultimately all I want to say is this, is the fact that all of us are spending our time together right now at 8:42 Eastern Time, 6:42 Mountain Time, and all around the world for our goals, for our dreams, for our desires. There's a reason you are on this call tonight. There's a reason you take time out of your Monday night to come and learn from people, myself, Laurie, and Lennon, who you're going to hear from next. Learn from people who are where you want to be. And that is incredible. That is incredible that you want to take time out of your Monday night to come and learn. And now my only goal out of all of this call, no matter what I said, is that you just take some of this information, not even all of it. You take 1% of this information tonight that you are going to learn, and you implement it into your life. That, for you, that might be step number 1, make a list. Make a list. If you haven't made a list, make a list. Step number 2, get really, really, really intentional with how you peak a conversation. Really, really intentional. Who is the person you are prospecting? What are their desires? Are they money motivated? Do they want products? Are they looking for an opportunity? Do they hate their jobs? I know a lot of millennials on this call. I mean, shoot, 50% of college kids coming out of college right now are unemployed or underemployed. Insane numbers. For others of you, people may be stuck in the rat race. Whatever it may be, figure out their desire and get really intentional with how you peak a conversation based on what they want. Not what you think they want, but what they want. Step number 3, edify. Edify, edify, edify. Lennon taught me the most insane, amazing thing ever. You can never over-edify. You can, if you take anything out of this call tonight, you can never over-edify. That is key. For the fact that you will want, your prospects will want you to get, or will want to get on the call with that person you edify. I'm going to say that again. You cannot over edify, for the fact being, once you're done talking to your prospect, they will want to meet the person you are edifying. And then the last step, pass the ball. Pass the ball. I don't care if you're a diamond or you're just getting started in this business. It is a team. This is a team. Wide receivers cannot score without quarterbacks. Running backs cannot score without handing the ball to quarterbacks, or vice versa. Pass the ball and be okay with the fact that it's not all 100% on you. This is a team, one dream, all in the same mission to build your dreams, to build your goals, to build your desires. So what I challenge you tonight is this, is number 1, get qualified. How do you get qualified? Get a person on your left, get a person on your right. And if you are struggling with that, please reach out to somebody that has done it or that is currently doing it. Whether we are upline, downline, crossline, it does not matter. We are here for you. And the last thing is we want you to rank to star. Really make that a goal for you from here on out for this next week with the last week of the $50 incentive to rank to star. One person on your left, one person on your right. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, truthfully and honestly, and I am fired up for the future. I am fired up for the future. So with that, thank you again for spending your Monday night here with us, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to Mama Cora.
Wow. Wow, I see a couple beads of sweat over there. Yeah, so guys, the biggest thing that I took away from that, and I can't say it enough, is that we're obviously really touting the Peak Edify Pass, and I have to tell you, we learned that, what, 3.5 weeks ago from Lennon, and it's revolutionized what our teams are doing. It works. However, what I have to say is that will work. You have to do it with a lot of people, right? You have to rank. We have to get people taking action week one. Week one, and we need to get them getting qualified week one. And that can be done. You know, a lot of people, when they first come in, that's when they're on fire. And then if we're trying to train them or holding them back, you know, let's just let them know how to peak, how to edify, how to peak, how to edify. Let's get them going. And with success, when they bring people in and we help them train those people, they in turn get trained. But we can't wait. It's people have to find success. We need to help them find success. And we can only do that if we are teaching them to talk to people by simply peaking, edifying, and passing the ball. Okay. If they start to talk about what they're doing, how they're doing it, the products and everything else, they are going to burn up a warm market. So whatever you have to do in your training when you have somebody new, to let them know that, listen, this is how you pique interest, this is how you edify somebody, get them to me, meaning you, or me, or Tom, or Laura, or Joel, or whoever. It doesn't matter. Really, we're in this together to build a huge team. And so what I want to do is bring up the face, the quarterback of the team. I am incredibly proud to introduce him. I had the honor, actually, of meeting him about 3.5 weeks ago in a very, very small group setting, and got to know him quite well. And then, little did I know that he would be beyond interested to come over about 11 o'clock at night to Tom and my hotel room and have some pizza with us and really go one-on-one and dive deep and get to know each other, and thereby starting a relationship that I am super excited about. And this is the reason, you know, like, we have so many amazing components in this company. You know, we have founders that are they know what it's like to be in the trenches. They know what we need, and they do their best to bring that to fruition. We have Laura, president of sales and training, who is diligent. I mean, she diligent. I see her never missing a step in promotion, in recognition, in the tools that we're getting. We have people that have been in this business with these guys for 10 years, you know, the Dales and the Aldens and the Phils and the Chris Baileys and these guys. And then we have all of us that are so willing to learn, and it shows just by being on this call. And the one thing that we maybe we're missing was the spark, you know, that spark that just lights fire underneath people every time they speak. And Lennon does that for me. Whenever he speaks, I get just fired up, like fired up. And the thing that I really love about this guy is that he isn't just talk. He's done it. And he's done it beyond anything I've ever seen or heard of before. He's done it at huge levels, intimate levels. I mean, I heard a story about him filling the 3 largest venues in Salt Lake City with just his team. Just his team. I think it was close. I might be wrong on this number, but I think it was close to 45,000 people, right? Oh, we'll rent the biggest venue. That'll be enough. Nope, not enough. Let's rent the next biggest one. Nope, not enough, right? 3 largest venues for just his team. That says something about what this guy is capable of, okay? And we get to learn from him. He's here. He sees something very special in Live Elite. He sees timing. He sees corporate staff. He sees tools, products, people. He sees everything that it takes, and it's this perfect storm. And here he is, and he's here tonight with us, and he's going to share a little bit of Lennon wisdom with all of you, which I'm beyond excited to hear. And with that, Mr. Lennon Ledbetter, are you here? Lennon? I'm going to try and unmute you. Oh, I see him, guys, but apparently I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's a little frozen. Give me 1 second. Can you send Lennon a text? Yeah. We're going to try and get him for you right now. In the meantime, though, what I'd like to do while we're waiting to hear back from him is quickly find out from you guys, how many of you have been using Peak Edify Pass since you heard about it? Raise your hands. Is that everybody? I can't see a lot of you. I see Ariana. And how many of you feel good about using that system? Do you have it? How many people think that they could use a training on edification? Quite a few of you. I think that that would be a really good idea. I think that edification is something that we haven't been doing a lot of. We've been doing a lot of like kind of telling the opportunity ourselves. And so definitely we're going to make note of that and see if we can't get something specific to how do we edify and how do we effectively pass that ball. So I'll make a note of that and make sure that we talk to Laura and those guys. Let me see if I can get Lennon back for you. Lennon, are you here? Oh, he's texting Tom right now, so bear with us. Okay. So there he is. Hi, Lennon.
Hey, how are you?
Good. It's a little bit of a late appearance, but we love it. How are you?
Yes, I am awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
I'm so glad. Well, we went through all of the key points, and we wanted to drop the ball to you and let you score the touchdown tonight.
Well, I love what you guys were saying. I love how you went into a little more detail on Peak Edify Pass. I also love how Tom was saying, just let's go do it. And you were saying that too. Let's just go do it. Let's go do it now. I love when Tom said, let's don't do, I call it paralysis of analysis. Let's don't get all wound up on just, I got to know everything before I do anything. Goodness, your excitement is what's going to get him anyway. Plus, when we say Peak Edify, it doesn't mean it has to be Laura Green or Laurie Cord or Tom or me. Technically, it can be somebody, I think you covered this, but it can be somebody that's not you. I think a point that makes sense that helps some people a lot of times is that many times they're listening to you because it's you, but they're not listening to you because it's you. So in other words, it's like, because they know you, they say, okay, I'll listen. But because they know you, they know the house you live in, the car you drive, the vacations you take, how much you donate to church and charity. In other words, they know you don't live in a very nice house and blah, 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 blah. And so you don't have the credibility when you start telling them, I'm in a multi-million company. It's in 65 countries. We're expanding. We're going to be huge. And then why are you in a Toyota? And so we edify. So really, when I say edify, it's almost just, who do you edify? Somebody that's not you. And so you definitely want to edify somebody worthy of edification, but they could be in a month longer than you. If they're excited and they're committed and they're using the products, that they can bear their testimony. They can say, I love the Awaken. It's done this and this for me. Or they can say, man, when I use the XFT, my mileage, blah, 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 or what Tabu. The point is, they can edify, and what's the real purpose anyway? Just bear their testimony, but edify you back so you have credibility with them when you talk more. Wow, I may not be the guy that has everything yet, but I'm plugged into somebody that can teach me and coach me. So I'm plugged in, I'm plugged in, I'm plugged in. I'm part of something bigger. That's the real purpose of Peak Edify Pass, is to help your people know that you're part of something bigger, because they're listening because it's you, but they want to also know that you are plugged into something bigger. And then once they meet somebody else, they go, wow, this is big. I'm excited. I want to do it. And it gives you more credibility. So I don't know if that's helpful or not. I hope so. But I'm just excited. The main thing I want to end on, though, is action. Action. I second the motion. When Tom was talking and Laurie was talking, I'm excited. Look, I'm doing the meeting right now while I'm on Zoom call. They're listening. I was doing it for about a half hour before the Zoom call. And looky here, I'm in a Starbucks right now, and I don't know how to turn the camera around, but looky right there. In other words, there I am doing a one-on-one in Starbucks right now. So it's not like I'm telling you what I'm going to do or what. No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I did it earlier today. I'm doing it now. I'm heading over to do another one after this. We're doing it. So I just recommend that you. And do I know everything? He's asked me about 100 questions I didn't know the answer to, but I wrote them down. I'll find out. In other words, I'm just saying, it's like crazy here. It's like, it's the excitement that has them ready to do it, man. They are so excited, and it's just a matter of when I get done with the Zoom call, I go back in there and wrap it up, and I'm wrapping this up, and I'm wrapping that up, and doing the Zoom call actually is giving credibility to them. They're going, wow, Lennon's doing a Zoom call. They know I'm part of something bigger. They know I'm doing more than just a one-on-one in Starbucks. But then you guys know now, I'm doing a one-on-one in Starbucks. I'll do a big event like I did Saturday for South Africa and East Africa, West Africa, whatever, Ghana, Nigeria, etc. But I'm sitting here doing a one-on-one too. Why? Because I like doing the great big event, but I like doing one-on-one in Starbucks because guess how you get the credibility to the big event? By doing the one-on-ones at Starbucks. So what I'm telling you is that you're at the right place at the right time with the right people. But let's just get on with it. Let's just start talking to people. Let's talk as fast as we can to as many as we can. Why not become free sooner? Many of us say, well, I'll be free one day. I know I can do it in 2 to 5 years. Man, I think 2 to 5 minutes. Let's do it in 2 to 5 minutes. I mean, why take 2 years to go diamond? Let's go diamond now. It's only time and effort. It's just how fast can we go say hi to people? Look at that. I'll show you cars. Look at all those cars. They all buy gas. They're all buying gas. Every one of them wishes they didn't have to pay so much for fuel. You got the answer. You got the cookie. They want your cookie. You got the cookie. Go share the cookie. Okay, love you. Back to the great Laurie Court.
I'm sorry, Lennon, thank you so much. That was amazing. Your energy is contagious, and we appreciate you stepping away from your one-on-one to join us. So it's 8:58, guys. You know, just in summary, really, it really is as simple as just taking action. That's all it is. Forget about the rest. Forget about the rest. Write a list, star 10 people. Tomorrow, make 10 phone calls and just tell somebody how excited you are. You can't wait for them to meet the people that you're working with, that it's really changing your life, that you know, don't even talk about an opportunity yet. Just talk about the people. Talk about that we are somebody that is successful. Whoever we is, it's not me, it's whoever. It's whoever you're going to edify. Success leaves clues. Go out there and let people know that you're running with some people who have just done things you couldn't have even imagined 3 weeks ago, and that you feel like they need to meet them. So get out there, take some action, guys. Let's get you qualified this week. You know, we still have 6 strong days left in this cycle. I'd love to see how many people can go left and right this week, move up to star, and get qualified. So I encourage you guys really to just put your best foot forward. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it so very much. Remember, tomorrow, same time, same place, same link, opportunity call. Start inviting. Everybody should have 1 to 2 easily on the call tomorrow with Miss Laura Green and I believe one of our founders. So you guys have a great night. Thanks so much. Sorry again about noon today, and we'll see you soon.